taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the London Black Knights. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top player.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 31-yard line.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Covered by Jair Alexander.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Play to the running back.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
The 26.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. Down right around the 25.
Number 27, the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's got it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of the team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
And that is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A 6-yard pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
He'll drop to throw.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one complete on the slant route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 45. It's a gain of 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a handoff looking right. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The running back again.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
15-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And it is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will ring him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The throw over the middle, taken in. He's got daylight. And touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Mexico City.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. In trouble, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they try the right side here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. All the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Muscles him off. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
27-yard.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll go down the back before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Black Knights 20. Diablos 14.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again on second down. This one's complete.
The pass.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Talk about a big first half. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he's going to go down again.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They bring their punter out there now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20.
Oh, look. Get the running back, the man out of the back to go again. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier. Tackle made.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Panthers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. 30-24 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll begin by running the option. It's out. It's loose. The defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Recover it.
They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
4-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and power running.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 45.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back him up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The pass. Forced to the ground and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 32-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
Knights 23. Diablos 14.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Number 14.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A 10-yard loss.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
At the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Second and 11 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Again, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he
can't get away, and he's taken down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Mexico City first down.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Pressure comes and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And on now is the punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yards that time on the punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. They'll battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside good. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
26. Diablos 14.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw.
4 yards.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they dialed up the screen there, hoping that convoy of blockers could get out in front and get them enough yardage for the 1st down, but they were able to get there before he got to the sticks.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough 1st half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He will push his way down to about the 14. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. He was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did.
14-yard line.
And he whips that one incomplete there. This offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
And 4 yards to go.
And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. And you put up a token press, make sure you get up there.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers. And
this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.